What's up, everybody? It's Christina, and today we're back on here to talk about the call. What is God's purpose for you? Have you ever had those aunts and uncles at your family parties always asking you, so when are you getting a boyfriend? Or at my church, every time a sister comes up to us girls trying to talk to us, we'd automatically shy away, feeling uncomfortable. Whether it's through other people's comments or through your own internal thoughts, we are all wondering about our calling. To share a little bit about my own story, I grew up with the mindset that marriage was just kind of always a set path for me. But when it came to dating, I made some poor choices. I thought that being in a relationship was just about all the lovey-dovey feelings, and I used that to justify dating in secret and crossing physical boundaries. Ultimately, that led to a huge, more than a breakup, because it wasn't just that I wasn't in the relationship anymore. It was like my identity was completely crushed. I didn't know who I was anymore. I was consumed by all the shame and regret and feeling unworthy. Until one day, I decided to randomly watch this 45-minute Catholic YouTube video that my friend sent me 5 months prior. And this video just happened to be about love. Not about the love that I previously romanticized about, heard about in movies and love songs, but a true godly love. I not only learned how to truly love other people, but also that God loves me, whether I deserve it or not. Ultimately, this realization led me to hunger for more, to know and desire God's love above all else. I befriended a sister who invited me to a come and see retreat. Honestly, I wasn't totally excited to go, but I sure wasn't ready to date again, so I thought, why not? I got to experience how joyful and relatable the sisters are. Yes, they do pray and they do God's work, but really they're just normal people like you and me. Ultimately, after 5 days of spiritual retreat away from the world, individual prayer, and spiritual direction, I discerned that it was not God's call for me to enter religious life, but that He was leading me back to try dating again virtuously. But see, I would never have gotten to know what religious life is like or had the opportunity to discern my calling if I hadn't taken action to go to that come and see. Yes, there's that fear of taking action, whether that's going on a date or going to a come and see, but if we truly trust that God has this big, beautiful plan for us, one that will fulfill us completely, then there's nothing to lose. If you think about it, you will either find out God's purpose for you, or you'll be one step closer to finding God's purpose for you. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus himself says, "For whoever wishes to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake will find it." It is easy to become fixated on your vocation. We might have already developed this image of what we envisioned our life would be like. You might be asking God, "Hurry up, God, where's my future spouse?" Or, "Why haven't I figured out my vocation yet?" But we need to change our mindset from, "God, why haven't you revealed your plan to me?" to, "God, help me prepare myself for whatever plan you have for me." Because yes, even though vocation is important, ultimately the goal of every vocation is to glorify God. So with that, I invite all of you to be open to God's voice, explore the different vocations, make friends with religious and married people that you look up to, and most importantly, take action and trust that God has an amazing plan for you. God bless!